So I built an iOS app from scratch and it's live on the App Store, which is crazy, right? I have no coding background. I didn't go to school to become a software engineer. I have no team full of developers. It's just me, a few tools, and execution. Now the app is quite simple. It's kind of like an AI assistant for your life where you can just brain dump any task, thought, or idea, and Nexa is the name of the app, automatically handles the rest. It automatically categorizes and organizes your thoughts and ideas and sends you proactive notifications so you can remember what you said. So essentially it works as a smart brain co-pilot for life. Now it all started with a simple idea. I was essentially solving my own problem in life. And one of my biggest problems and frustrations was forgetting stuff on a daily basis. And so that essentially sparked an idea in my mind. I was like, I wonder if there's an app where I can just speak into it, tell it whatever's going on in my life, and it automatically categorizes it, organizes it, and reminds me proactively of whatever I said. And I noticed that there was really no intuitive way to do this. There was really no app that offered voice first commands and proactive notifications like I wanted to in a simple and useful and fun way. And so that was the moment that I decided, screw it, I'm gonna learn how to build this. So then, like any other typical person would, I went on Google, I went on YouTube, I asked ChatGPT, hey, how do you go about building an iOS app? So the three main softwares that I use are ChatGPT for all the ideas and the roadmap and essentially what tech stack to use. And then I use Cursor, which is essentially an IDE, and this is where I generated all of my code for the app. And then I use Xcode, which is just a platform that all iOS apps get developed on. Now, I had no idea how to start, so that's where I used ChatGPT to essentially help me pretty much set the foundation. I asked it, hey, I want to build this app. I want to use these softwares, Cursor and Xcode. How do I even begin and where do I begin? And within an hour or so, ChatGPT literally gave me an outline of how to do it, what to do, where to start. And then I went into Cursor. And Cursor essentially generated all the code and helped me debug everything within the app from start to finish, which is insane. And within Cursor, you can actually use different AI models or LLMs. And then from there, I had to figure out, okay, how do I connect this to Xcode, which is the platform that I was going to develop the iOS app on. And so it was pretty simple, honestly. You just create a folder in your desktop and you name it whatever your app name's going to be, and then you open it with an Xcode. So now you have the project open, you have the app set in that folder, and then you just go to Cursor and then you open up the same folder you created for Xcode. So now anything you generate within Cursor is going to be automatically copy and paste and shown within Xcode in real time, which is crazy, super helpful. Now I had no clue how to do any of this. Like I said, I don't come from any software engineer background. So I was just counting on YouTube, Google, ChatGPT to help me pretty much figure everything out. There was a lot of trial and error. There was a lot of ups and downs. There was a lot of sleepless nights. That's cliche to say, but honestly, there was a lot of nights where I stayed up till 1, 2 in the morning just trying to figure out a simple freaking issue. And eventually I figured it out. And it was honestly a lot of inconsistency. And that's one thing that I do recommend for anyone out there that's going to start this journey. It's if you have something in mind that you want to build it and don't stop until you finish it. And so I started this in November 2024 and I just got it live on the App Store a few days ago. So it took me about 5 months to do this. But looking back at it now, I probably could have done it in 2 months or less if I had just stuck with the idea and executed everything and wasted no time. Now getting it on the actual App Store was quite a bit of a process. Apple team has to go in there and manually review your app. They have people actually go in there, log into your app, use the features, check out everything that's in your app. They want to make sure they're providing the best user experience for the Apple users. And so after a week of back and forth, just rejection, resubmission, rejection, and fixing little details here and there for the Apple team to finally approve it, I believe I was just cooking lunch and I was about to go with the team to discuss content ideas, and I got the notification saying your app has been approved. And I was like, holy shit. 5 months of just frustration, trial and error, and little victories here and there of, oh, this finally works, all led up to this moment. And I was just refreshing the App Store, looking at my app, looking at my name on there, and I was like, this is freaking crazy. And I'm just making this video so that you guys can do it too. If you've been sitting on an app idea or just any idea at all, stop waiting. I'm not a developer, I didn't go to school for this. I just use tools that are available to all of us: ChatGPT, Cursor, and Xcode, and a little bit of patience. So if you got questions about any of the process, or if you're also going through the same journey as me and you're stuck anywhere, feel free to just leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it to the best of my knowledge. Now I'm gonna keep building. I'm actually working on another app right now, and I'm planning to document a lot more about my journey and a lot more about just how to use Cursor and how to use the tools available, because I do realize that a lot of people are in the same boat that I was a couple months ago where I knew nothing. So if I can help you guys bring your vision to life faster and quicker and easier, then that's all that matters. And until then, I'm gonna keep building, and you guys should too.